epic, amazing, incredible game for our viewers. Game 1. We have Hayden, the degenerate Walduck, versus the man, the myth, the legend, Erik Lathouras himself. These two should have blood ruled each other. They are potatoes. They did not. They drew each other randomly round 1 out of 70 players. They drew each other. And so we thought obviously we're not going to get to see these guys in the top table, so we chucked them up. That's part of the reason why we're a little bit late. We thought it's better to bring you guys the top quality game when we can, rather than naturally. Usually, our first games are people who might not get the exposure otherwise. Now, one thing to let you guys know, Luke, as you can see in the top right, he's a TO for this event. So one of the reasons I've been brought on board, and what I've been like,
you can have them ones.
Yeah. Luke.
Yeah.
When you're talking to other people, just hit the mute if you can. If you got push to talk.
Oh yeah, of course. I put my mic boon up. Did you
No, it did not mute it.
Okay. We can still hear friggin' everything, bro.
Very sorry.
It's all good.
Very sorry for the loud shout.
It's we're all learning. 11 viewers. Wow, we're rising like the Kraken.
Double digits.
Ferocious.
Fire Drake. What's up, Fire Drake?
Right.
Alright, so we have Hayden Walduck versus Erik, the man, the myth, the legend, Lathouras. Now, Erik is playing Grey Knights. He's playing mono, mother effing Grey Knights, guys. I'm going to take you through his list in very short order because he is a short man and he is a short list. He has a brother captain with a halberd of Stormbolter. He has his warlord with Law Master, which means he gets 3 spells. He knows 3 spells instead of just the 2. Then he has Keldor Drago with Gate Infinity and Astral Aim. He has a Grand Master in Nemesis Dreadknight with a Great Sword, and he has Sanctuary. So we know he's going to be toting a 2+ Invuln Grand Master. Then he has an Apothecary, a 10-man Paladin squad. He has the Mitch Pelham Special Paladin squad. He has 4 Silencers in there, 2 Warding Staffs, and 4 Halberds. Then he has a unit of 10. I get this. 10 purifiers. I have not said the word purifier this edition, let alone said the word 10 next to it. And to round that off, he has a unit of 5 Purgation Squad. Purgators. They have Sanctuary and has 2 freaking Godhammer Pattern Land Raiders. What a piece of shit list. To say it nicely. But, Mitch, what do you think of this?
It's interesting. I was actually trying to find my Grey Knights Codex. I know it's around here somewhere, but I wanted to look up a couple things on the purifiers. But he's outfitted them with halberds, and I believe what I wanted to check. I believe purifiers get 1 extra attack, and so he's using them in the same role that you would use Terminators for Grey Knights, which is to gate them forward. They have enough attacks that they can kind of kill one meatier unit than people usually tend to expect, or they can just blitz through a screen. And he's probably looking at gating them forward, using Astral Aim, shooting with them for 1 turn, and then having them be in charge position next turn to pressure a flank, something to that effect.
And is it Purgators or which one has the D6 Smite?
I think it is the purifiers. I'm just double checking now, but I think he's got 1 10-man squad. Is that right?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. So what he's done and what he's going to do is he has the 10-man squad, but he combat squads them. So he has 2 squads of 5 that can both cast D6 mortal wounds.
D6 mortal wounds.
Yeah. So he keeps them in the Land Raider, and what he can do is he can gate the Land Raider and jump them out the next turn and just smite away anything, because the smite range I think is only 6 inches. So.
Yeah, it's shorter range, but it's better.
Yeah.
So he needs to have him in a transport if he wants to get him in proper range.
Yeah.
So of course you can't do
and it's really good as well, because if they dive him, they can get out and just clear away.
Yeah, defensively, it's quite a good trick, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And of course, he doesn't have enough models to be truly defensive, even though he has a lot of 2+ saves. Now, let's switch over to Hayden Walduck's list. His list is an abomination to read, naturally, Deathwatch. But he has 1, 2, 3, 4 full Deathwatch units. Each one has Terminators and Bikes and Vanguard Vets and Stormbolt Storm Shields to the cows come home. And he has 2 Rhinos with just Stormbolters, no 100 kills, no extra Stormbolters. And then he has that was a battalion, and then currently he had a Watch Captain and a Watch Master. The Watch Captain has a Jump Pack, Storm Shield, and Beacon Angelus. Watch Master is just bare bones. Then he has a Spearhead of Imperial Fists with a Captain in Phobos armor. Master of the Vanguard for his Warlord trait, which I think is the redeploy. So him and D3 units get to redeploy.
Like like every single Death Watch Marine he loses is so much firepower, and it's not that it's not necessarily true for the Grey Knights either, but they're hiding in 2-up saves a lot more, and Grey Knights having the ability with Astral Land to get Ignore's cover to push them to the 3-up for the for their bolters, plus the AP1 doesn't really matter, so it's just the 3-up. So they're just going to use Astral Land. They don't even necessarily, unless they care about the wounding factor, have to go up with the Cybolt ammo.
So you see what he's doing with the rhinos? Those 2 empty rhinos. They're his smite catchers, if you see what he's doing.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I actually really like their inclusion because, like you said, every smite is taking off something important.
Unfortunately, like the Rhino is one of the few things a Godhammer Land Raider can kill pretty competently.
Yeah, it's very true, actually. And so from this, we can see that it looks like Walduck Hayden has gone first, and his turn is already over, and we're into Erik's. We're into the bottom of turn 1 already. They haven't updated scores. I'm hoping Luke will, if they forget to do it, Luke will remind them.
Yeah, I just got Hayden off Tinder and told him to start updating the scores. He wasn't happy about it. Hayden, just so you know, Hayden forgot his cards, the mission pack, and I think he would have forgot his tape measure if I didn't tell him this morning, but...
Classy.
Yeah, so he's borrowing literally all my stuff, and I brought it today because I'm like, there'll be one person, and I didn't expect it to be Hayden, but, it is.
Expect it to be an actual champion of the game.
No.
Supposedly a pillar of the scene. Yeah. Supposedly, forging the way for all us behind, and he's an absolute potato. We have some notable gentlemen joined us. We have Pete the Falcon in the chat. We have...
Yes, we do.
George Juvieski, who's a great gentleman who talks to me all the time about custode stuff. Loves his custodes. We chat a couple of times a week. What else we got in here? Like I said before, we have Diffie. We have Down Under Pairings. He's off to a wedding for a Canadian friend of his, which is why he's not joining us. Also because he's a lazy spot. Living really actual hard work to me. Which I'm joking about. He does much more than I do behind the scenes. I'm just a pretty face.
Well, I mean, half of that statement is true.
Yeah, the pretty bit, of course. You could be the other half.
Sure.
Diffie goes to a shitload of weddings.
He does, doesn't he? He told me, he's like, I got one this weekend, got one next weekend. I'm like, geez, man. Very popular.
I would just stop having friends at that point. I'd be like, nah, my time is more important to me.
What's the outgoing cost and gifts?
Yeah, exactly right. You got to give everyone like a couple $100 to, otherwise you look like a cheapskate. Vandalex has just joined us. That is Stuart Trainer. Stuart the Kid Trainer, sorry, because he looks like he's 12. From Victoria. Yeah, we're expecting big things from this Land Raider Fire Drake. Well, there's 2 Land Raiders. So he can easily... So he's got one hidden off to the left that probably can't see anything due to line of sight blocking, but he probably just astral aim that one to the left, and the one in the top looks like he can see enough of what he needs it to do.
Yeah, once he's able to... The thing is that Death Watch are so hamstrung by their range, and in this case, like... he's maximizing the deployment to leverage that. He has 48-inch las cannons that can blow up stuff and force the Death Watch to come to him on his terms.
That's exactly right, Mitch. Now, a lot of this depends on how good the cards that Hayden draws at, because naturally, for Erik is giving up a lot of board presence, a lot of power and decision making in the game by sitting back like this. So if Hayden is able to pick up a good Maelstrom lead early in the game, it could be a bit of an issue for him later, because naturally we know Grey Knights don't have a lot of board control.
The problem is
he doesn't have a lot of deep strikers.
They don't have a lot of board control, but their ability to project power instantaneously via gate is not something to be underestimated.
No, yeah, absolutely right, dude. It's a lot better than a lot of people give it credence for, and they're actually one of the few armies that can still put down like a decent crazy amount of firepowers turn 1 to turn 2, turn 3 without spending a shitload of CP. Because we know they don't have a shitload of CP. They're not allowed to have a shitload of CP, guys. G-Dub didn't want them to. Are you still there? You guys still hear me?
Yep, I'm still here. Sorry, I'm organising a whole bunch of stuff, because right now it's just me. It's just me doing everything.
Just by yourself?
Yeah, because Jordan unfortunately had a shift for police work last night. He's busting bad guys. He didn't finish till about 4 a.m. So he's gonna come in as soon as he can. Right now it's just me, and I've got my lovely girlfriend here. I'm gonna quickly put her in. She's been a huge help. She helped me set up everything.
He's showing off, guys. He's like, please, I have a girlfriend. Everybody, I have a girlfriend. Look. I swear, I'm not lying. Look, she's a female. She's everything. Yep. Well done, man.
Yeah.
If you ever need to take a chop out, man, me and Mitch can handle it for 10-15 minutes if you do anything. Because like I said before, Luke is actually like main TO for this bad boy 70-player event. And this is your first rodeo, isn't it?
I've hosted a 26 man one, like a small one, but I did it with a co-host Denise. But This is the first one with me. 70 players right now. I think I'm going to be by myself until about 12 o'clock. So as you heard, I had a rules question before, which I accidentally muted you guys, but not me. So
okay.
I just missed the wrong button. But yeah.
Didn't get it wrong. Oh, someone's typing.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry about that.
It was alright. It was vigorous typing. Looks like
that mechanical keyboard. I get at it.
So we've got Erik throwing a shitload of dice right now. I'd have to assume that was aimed Paladins.
Yep. It's the Paladins right now shooting at I think the Deathwatch or either a Rhino.
Yeah. Well, they could see all the way through the Deathwatch probably.
Yep. They've got Yep. Astral Aim.
With Astral Aim, they'll be, and if he went cyber ammunition, they do relevant damage to a Rhino.
Yep.
He's got 4 silencers in there, doesn't he?
He does.
How many shots are they each?
Six shots each. Strength 4, AP 0, D3 damage, but they're heavy.
Yeah. So he's just rolled for a D3 damage, and it's Rhino.
There we go. And this will look like the Storm Bolters, I'm guessing.
Yeah, the silencer only has a 24-inch range, I believe, so it's probably the only thing that was in range of the silencer.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Same with the Storm Bolters. There's probably nothing else. That bottom unit of and the left Rhino might be in range, but look, he's probably not going to be doing much damage there if he won't have rapid. Oh no, he will have rapid fire, won't he? Because they were the bolters. Look, I'd be assuming he's out of range, to be honest. I think that's a big stretch for 24.
We've had to as well. We've had to turn. There's 2 fans above me and behind me. We've had to turn them off, and unfortunately, there's 2 people already succumbing to the heat of the tournament of the shed.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
How hot is it there today, man?
It's not too bad where I am, but I am away from the bulk of it right now. It's probably about 20 degrees Celsius.
That's not too bad.
So it's not too bad here, but as you definitely walk over, it heats up a lot.
Gents, I'm going to have to bow out. I was only going to be able to do about an hour, and unfortunately with the technical difficulties and everything.
Yeah.
But I'll be back. Don't worry. I like commenting on Australian 40K. It's fun, so.
Awesome, man.
Well, the open invite, brother. You join in whenever you please. Just message us on Facebook. We'll hook you up anytime.
Right on.
Excellent.
Everybody have a good time. I'll see y'all later.
Thanks, Mitch. See you next time.
See you. I will message a few other notable gentlemen. I will see either of our round 2 and round 3 gentlemen.
Invite the Falcon. He's there.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm about to invite him. Pete, baby, do you want in on this? I was yell through this. Peter the Falcon, we're putting out the Falcon. The Falcon's call. Caw! You want to jump in on commentary? We have just lost a rhino. We have one rhino down out of the 2. And the other one looks like it's got a couple of dice on it.
Yeah. At least above 7 wounds, right?
Yeah, which is pretty much what that says.
Yeah.
It's got less than 10, more than 6. So, yeah. Where do you think they're at right now, dude? So we've gone into Duck's turn 2. So we're at the bottom of turn 2.
Yep.
Tell those nublets to upgrade that score sheet.
Yeah, I told Hayden to do it. He couldn't edit it for some reason, but I'll see if I can do it on my end. Yeah,
what a jeez. It's always fun having your mates on game 1. You just bag the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Look at that bald head. Look at that majestic bald head. Thanks, Shooms. Happy you like it, brother. This is self-placed objectives, yeah, man?
Yeah, yep. It's a mix between ITC and ETC we're doing. So it's basically ETC missions simplified, but every player rolls off for objectives and deployment and all that stuff. And also we're using pre-chapter approved deployment rules because that's when the player pack was written. So players did alternating drops as well instead of full deploy versus full deploy.
Okay, no, fair enough. That's cool.
Yeah, and bottom floor is line of sight blocked in this one as well. So
no, easy done. So yeah, taking all the best bits. It sounds like.
Yeah, pretty much. A lot of players here are actually new to the competitive scene. So what we wanted to do, because none of them have really played ETC style missions. And a lot of them stick to ITC or just Games Workshop missions. So we wanted to get people more familiar with the competitive nature of the ETC sort of format, where you have Eternal War and Maelstrom all combined in one.
Yeah, exactly right. But at the same time, it can be a bit overwhelming to chuck people in deep end.
Yeah, especially in full ETC. So we just simplified it and made it a lot easier to follow, I guess. But
have you got the Streamlabs widget hooked up for the lists?
Yeah, I do. It is. I just need to enter in scores. Okay, so here we go. All right. I'm going to attempt to mute. Sorry if I yell.
He just needs to hit the edit scores button because it's a potato. According to Mr. Giff.
Alright, I'll get Erik to do it.
So, if you look where he's placed that rhino, that's probably going to be out of line of sight of a minimum one of the land raiders. Naturally, he can move the other one of them up and actually on the other one. But it's important that he keeps him there because he's much likely to in cover where he is, so he's touching cover and he's going to keep him good. Which means the difference between a 5 up or a 6 up versus the Raztans and a 2 up or a 3 up versus all the -0 and -1. It could mean they survive. Now, what Walduck needs to do this turn needs to be conscious of the fact that there's going to be a lot of things deep striking in on him next turn. There's no, so he can gate, he can deep strike with a bunch of stuff. He can unload all the guys inside his land raiders. So he's going to try and looks like he's trying to spread out a screen. He might and must have something to score objective 1. Otherwise, there's no real reason for him to jump a whole unit of Death Watch over that side of that building because with a bottom line of sight being blocked, he can't see from under it. So I'm assuming that's for a card. And Luke's just giving someone off screen a high five or a thumbs up.
Yeah, I just told Erik to enter in the scores properly for us, so that should be updating soon.
Yeah, he's moderately more confident than Hayden, so we can only hope. All right, so what do you guys think? Who are you guys tipping in this? Because usually I down Usually I would hands down say that the Death Watch should have this game, but with these two players, you never freaking know. It looks like he's just done an advance with that unit of Death Watch, and he's going to try and string out 2 objectives. So he's on to objective 3. The good thing about the bike is because it moves 12 and auto advances 6, you get a lot of reach. As long as you roll a big enough advance that you can get within 2 inches of that bike. And with its 2-inch base, you can really reach out and cover a lot of the board. Vandalex's prediction is I feel somehow Erik is going to pull this off. Hands down, the Death Watch list is so much stronger. I'm just trying to figure out where he's put his... where he's got his Thunderfire cannons. Yeah, Erik is a total freak, guys. Walduck is no freaking slouch, though. He came third at CanCon, and the only guy who beat him was Erik. But Erik was playing a much better list than he is now. And arguably, Hayden was playing a worse list than him. So it could get very interesting.
All right, so I've just got the scores updated for now. Erik's ahead.
Well, here it says Hayden's ahead, so right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it says 7-4 Hayden's way.
I think that's CP, Adam.
Sorry, you're absolutely right. Well done, Adam.
lucky I'm here today, eh?
Yeah, dude, lucky I would have been talking some mad shit.
Are you ready? Check out what I got.
What do you got?
It might take a while to come through for you, but I haven't had breakfast today because I got up nice and early, about 6, and set up everything. So it was nice.
You just know how to start a day, brother.
Yeah.
Know how to get your freak on.
A Carmen's bar and an up and go, mate.
That's right. You need a banana. Where's the banana at?
Hayden ate it.
Can you point to us? Do you have any idea where the Thunderfire cannons are? Are they in that where the Centurions are in that bottom middle ruin?
No, they're right at the back. Which corner is it? Towards Hayden's right back corner.
So right bottom corner, where it looks like he's got a piece of paper on top of the ruin. So they're under there?
That's exactly it, yep.
Yep, it's a good spot. I like it.
He's doing the sense now, I think, at the Land Raider.
Yep. So that'll just be the HP, won't it? Because naturally the Hurricanes won't be in range. And HPs aren't actually going to do that much to the Raider. The Land Raider could legit almost have cover from him where he is. Yep,
but I think he might have the... he's got the Siegebreaker cohort, so...
Yeah, we'll try just mortal him out. But it's only going to be 18 heavy bolter shots.
Yep. It's not much.
Hitting on 3s, no rerolls. Although he's got a captain in that, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And I think he did Field Commander, I think.
Yep. So he'd have reroll 1s as well. That's pretty good.
No, he rerolls. he rerolls 1s to wound, but also rerolls all hits, I think, with the Field Commander stratagem. So upgrades his captain to a master.
Yeah, a lieutenant as well.
No, the master. So rerolls, hit rolls, all hit rolls. You know the 3 CP stratagem?
Yeah, chapter master. So, so the Siegebreaker cohort warlord trait, I believe, gives him reroll 1s to wound, so he becomes a captain and a lieutenant. George just asked a question: can you tangle through Deathwatch units? They don't have the fly keyword, so you absolutely can. They just get to fall back and charge, fall back and shoot.
Interesting.
So I think this. Who's just joined us? No one's just joined us.
No one. You got so hopeful, didn't you?
I did. I thought I'd be saved. This is the drudgery of Bailey commentary. Yep, we got some more shots being dialed up. I'm not quite sure what he'd be shooting here. It could only be stick with those paladins. And probably be shooting with -1 shots.
Yeah.
So totally not. So Hamilton wants to join in here. Michael Hamilton does. So I will just chuck him in. We've never had him on stream before. Let's see what he's got for us.
Yep.
He's desperate. He's desperate to get on, guys. Yeah. So he doesn't spot it.
So Hayden did just shoot at the Terminators, but they were in cover, so he used the wound on 2s round.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Because they're always going to have a 2+.
Yep.
So there's no point not to. I suppose he'd be pretty happy if he did like 2 wounds there.
Yeah, I think it was just hopeful.
Living on a prayer. I think Erik's next turn will be pretty telling.
Yeah.
How we see this game go. Grey Knight games are usually decided well and truly by turn 3. Is that Michael? You joined us yet? No, he's joined. He's about to jump into the voice chat.
There we go.
There he is. How you doing, man? Mr. Hamilton.
I'm doing very well. How are you guys?
There he is. Luke, this is Michael. Michael, this is Luke. This is totally not Panics in the chat, guys.
Hey, Michael. How are you, man?
Thank you, Luke. How are you?
I'm good, thanks, man.
We've just decided to make this a truly Ballarat-dominated content.
Taking over.
Yeah, we're taking over now. It's no longer a Briscon event. This is RapCon 2.0.
Back on to Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo. Love it.
Oh, Adam, what was his name? He picked up his objective markers. He was very happy.
Sorry?
What's his name? Fabian. Fabian.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. So with the objective markers, you guys can see, there's 6 of them. If there's one you can't see, it's because it's in the bottom right and it's been covered by a forest. Table, by the way, Luke. Where'd you get all this terrain? Who's created it?
This is Jason Beasley's terrain from QGG. He had 32 tables, and then I had to get only 3. So Jason sort of supported our event. He generally runs like major events here. Briscon. Sorry, not Briscon. That's me. Winter Warfest and Orkfest. So he generally has about 64 tables, so I just had to get the few extras. But it's really good terrain, really dense. It's like full G'd up terrain, most of it. So yeah.
No, I'm impressed. I think you should be happy with this. It's a good showing. What do we got? Rob has just said, I didn't know Sindek was playing at BrisCon because we got some bald guys and Sindek is very bald, man.
It's crazy how many people there are that are bold in the 40k community.
It's really a bold hobby, isn't it?
They're all stressed.
Yeah, I was about to say, is it a stress thing?
Top of my head's going, it's a little concerned.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit at the front, but I'm thinking it'll be. I hope
She'll be right.
I'm surprisingly, my dad was bald quite young. I've got the little bald patch, the little pope going on. So
nice.
I'm like, I don't want to play on stream because everybody will actually see how bald I am.
Nice. What's the missus think?
She keeps telling me that I'm not going bald, but she's just being nice.
She's just being nice.
Yeah.
Defending your honour. It's nice of her. Alright.
So I really like Erik's cagey deployment that he's put up in the top left there, keeping himself out of range.
Oh, he has to. He can't actually stand and fight here, stand and trade blows. He has to be cagey. That's mostly because of the Siegebreaker cohort. If he could get a full barrage from that off on any of the Land Raiders, they would just get picked up. So he has to. And this is Erik playing. He's always cagey. It's just his.
Yeah, his playstyle is always very cagey in a corner. He likes to be more reactive rather than on the front foot.
Well, defensive 40k is championship 40k, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Just because your army can wipe someone turn 1 doesn't mean you should do it.
And he's very patient. He knows exactly when to move.
Yep. And you know, no one in the world has played Erik as much as Hayden Walduck has.
No.
So anybody's going to pull him undone.
So he's just lost a his third Terminator. Third Paladin. Yep.
So he's down to 7 left, and look, they're still very combat effective. They're still putting out 4 shots each. That can be strength 5 -1, and plus, he's got silences as well. So yeah, he can put out quite a bit more than that.
Yep.
So look, that unit's still just fine.
Yeah.
But a couple more hits though. If they get down to half, they're shocking. They're cooked. Because then, if they can't go in and put a serious amount of wounds on a Deathwatch squad, they won't get through the 3+, and then they just piss off on your comeback and start hitting you again.
He's looking at his he's measuring his 9 inches, so I think he's trying to figure out where he's gonna Gate of Infinity right now.
Because it'll have to be it'll have to be one of the. So he's pushing up one of the Land Raiders. I'm guessing he needs to get that objective.
Yeah,
let's get them points.
He'll have to be striking one of the Land Raiders, and I think he's right. That bottom left-hand side, objective 6 is his best option for deep striking another Land Raider, because then he needs to pull back. He's forcing Hayden to try and pull that Rhino back and get in front. Otherwise, he'll lay down possibly 2d6 smites onto those Centurions and just pick them up in easy order. And he can't afford to lose those Centurions because Deathwatch actually don't handle land ready very well.
No, strength 4 is not great against the T8.
Nah, they can get +1 to wound them on 5, -1. But like the -1, they're still good 3 up. Like, you know, this shit, they're actually pretty good. On paper, though, like the Deathwatch are actually more resilient than the Grey Knights, which is a bit annoying. You'd hope that with an army as elite as the Grey Knights are, they'd at least be resilient. But nope, Deathwatch are more resilient. Isn't that right, Michael?
Look, just because I play Deathwatch doesn't mean you have to get angry.
I was just getting angry. It's just a bit of passive-aggressive.
I know, right?
Yeah,
I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get enough firepower to kill that Rhino this turn where he's hitting it behind that.
Yeah, I think that was a very good placement by Hayden. That might keep that Rhino alive for another turn. I honestly think he needs that Rhino. It needs to take some smites for him. Because in all reality, Erik can kill with a full complement of smites. He can kill 1.5.
Start smashing through him. It'd be interesting to see if he moves that other Land Raider up the top further to the right to try and split the Deathwatch so he can't cover them all with the one Rhino.
Well, that's going to be the gated one, I'd have to assume. Looks like he's taken a couple of wounds though.
Yeah, I think they've both got dice on top of them, but the bottom one's got 3d6 on it, so it's still probably above 12.
Yeah, but the other one only has 2 that I can see. Actually, I could have 3.
Just having a look at the list, I don't think he has the missile launchers in the Deathwatch squad, so he's not going to be able to use those.
Yeah, he's
like any cheeky power fists either.
Yeah, well, it's just like they're just going to be hunkering down on the objectives and seeing who outlasts you. Here we go. That Land Raider's getting a move up.
High action gameplay, standing on objectives, doing nothing.
Yeah, I know. Quality stuff, guys. Like the score, this is probably going to be a low score. Sorry, Luke. Is this off a 20-0, 15-5?
Yeah, it's
13-3?
It's win-loss. It's win-loss. And then secondary scoring would be the 20-0 system.
Yeah.
So so it tries to avoid the chance of submarining. Submarining being that someone who goes 3 and 2 can't beat someone that goes 4 and 1.
Yeah, of course.
But then it also has a tiebreaker, so how well you did in the games as well. So
nice, well thought out, dude.
Covered everything.
I think it's a little bit different to how most tournaments do it, but we thought long and hard about it, and we thought that was probably a good way to measure it.
What's Hayden put up on his phone? Hayden put something on his. It looks like it's a Millhouse.
He's going. Everything's coming up Millhouse.
Everything's coming up Millhouse. Can you tell him he's a tool with love from Adam?
Yeah, I'm about to because I've told him to update the scores like 4 times, and he still can't figure it out.
He's useless.
And technology's very difficult.
Yeah, he's a very primitive man. You can tell.
It's a nice way of doing it.
Maybe I'll do it for him.
Do it. I am playing around with some crisis suits for any of those who. I'm trying to multitask. I'm probably doing both.
Oh, crisis! Are you doing the crisis bomb?
Flame loadout, yeah.
Sorry.
You're covering those in flames, right?
Yeah, just all flamers and airburst fragmentation launchers.
Fast to play.
Really? Is that for real?
No. I'm trolling.
Actually, what about what are you kidding them out with?
I can't tell you. That. It might be pertinent to some tournament we're going to be playing.
Oh damn! Are you playing at ATC?
ATC, yeah, I'm playing ATC.
Oh, you bastard!
It's super secret stuff here. Now you know I'm taking crisis suits. So.
Oh well,
or are you?
I can see your list like before the tournament anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, well, good for you then, guy. So he looks like he hasn't gated anything this turn.
No.
To be honest, I'm not sure what he has in reserve. If he's got the 2 5-mans, because he technically could have everything on the table right now.
No, I think he still has. I think Erik still has. Let me just check. I think he still has the brother captain in reserve.
Oh, game changing. Do we know which land raider the Purifier squad is in?
Well, Luke was saying that he combat squads and puts him up and puts 5 an inch.
Yep. Yep.
Ooh. I didn't know that crisis suits have club pieces.
It's important to protect the boys. How many paladins are left there? Because I can only see 5.
He has lost. He's lost 3, so he's got 7 left.
What do we think about that? Do we think that's actually significant, or do we think that's still?
I think it's good. He's still fine. 7 is good. They got 3 attacks each, strength 5 with hammer hand. They're not
down to 5 is probably when it starts being
yeah.
a concern.
You're right. Yep.
Non-combat effective, and the damage output becomes insignificant because he'll start. Of course, he'll save the silences most likely, but he actually is he better off saving the silences, or is he better off saving the storm bolters?
I think he'll keep the silences just for the. It's hard to tell. I mean, I'd probably keep the silences because they got more shots.
And I guess everything's going through a 2 up or a 3 up here, so
yeah, and
he doesn't have the CP to continually go for.
No, but the sense, like if he gets a wound through on the sense, it's a lot better and a lot luckier, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah. It looks like Duck is down to two Centurion devs by the looks, or one.
Okay.
One Centurion dev.
So
that's pretty big.
It's got to be Lascomans, yeah.
Yeah, the Land Raiders both have line of sight to him.
Okay.
Do you think that Rhino's close enough to that wall of the ruin so that he can charge it without actually coming?
I think that's what he's going to do. Yep.
Paladins? Yeah.
He's gonna. It's within an inch of the wall. I can see it right now. It's touching the wall exactly. And I think Erik's just going to charge it to get his paladins behind that building.
And then he can kill it without actually exposing himself.
Yep. Yeah. And then he can just sit behind that line of sight blocking building right there, and gain extra movement. It'll be like his new sort of anchor, I guess, new firebase.
His new
Once that's gone, the smites will start.
The smites will flow.
I think Erik's in a pretty strong position here.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I think he's made the right moves.
His
interested to see what the scoreboard reads after this turn.
Yeah. Well, you think like he can just Gate of Infinity, Astral Aim the Land Raider, and that's 4 las cannon shots going into Centurion devs. And once he kills them, there's nothing that can really deal with the Land Raiders.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much his game to lose after that point.
While losing 2 Centurion devs might have been
Yeah. Here we go. Hayden's winking at me, so I don't know what he's doing.
It also might be that this is all part of it.
Yeah, it's all coming up Millhouse, he says.
Yeah.
He's just lulling Erik in false sense of security.
He's not being facetious. He's not taking a piss.
No, I can see him. He's sweating. He's got a big drop of sweat on his forehead.
Good. Sort of like under pressure, raining down on him.
I'm just going to go yell at Hayden to update the scores properly.
Yeah.
Do it, please.
What stage are your crisis suits at? Are you painting yet, or are you still assembling?
No, I'm still assembling. George just had a sweet call. Hayden's forehead extends to his back head.
All just one big head.
Yeah, I like that. Well done, George. That's the savage comment of the day so far. Beautiful. I'm still just building, man. A lot to what to do on these crisis suits.
Slowly detail working on the Death Company.
Yeah, nice.
There is too many purity seals on these models.
Indeed. Mr. Panic's friend is a bit of a Deathwatch head. Sorry, he's playing Deathwatch at the. No, sorry. Death Company. There's so many death words.
Yeah, Death Company, the Blood
Guard.
Angels. Deathwatch, well, obviously Deathwatch.
And you got Death Wing.
Yep.
You got
Death Guard, if you
Death
also
Guard. Yeah. Just a morose.
Probably just got a dartboard with a couple of descriptive words. Throw it out.
What was it on the during the global financial crisis, the South Park episode where they decided how to fix things? They had this like a Wheel of Fortune board where they killed a chicken and made it run around till it landed somewhere with a kazoo playing. That's.
I think 40k tournaments need more Wheel of Fortune boards. Maybe that's how we should do pairing. We should spin the wheel.
I'm not condoning the death of chickens here, guys, but we should totally spin the wheel. We should totally spinning wheels for deployment maps.
I don't know. We got the hookup. Antonello could bring some chicken.
Oh, dude. We don't kill things, guys. Only each other's models. We're a family-friendly environment, except for most families and the elderly. According to The Simpsons, where they said the air was only poisonous to young people and the elderly. Phenomenal. Rhino is still there, man.
Yeah, he's making the charge move now. You can see.
Yeah, I think the dev sets are all gone. I can't see them.
Yeah, I can't see any unless they're under that building, which I don't think they would. But I believe that Rhino's about to pop. You'd assume they could kill a Rhino that's already wounded in combat.
Well, it's got 2 dice on it still.
So it's probably 7+.
Yeah.
Even then, he's allegedly got 7 Terminators there. They're not all going to get into range.
It's true, unless he rolled like a freak. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like he's got all of them in. So far, I can still see 5, so that means there's only 2, 3. I'd say there's only about 3 getting to attack, maybe.
Probably. Which weapons do they have?
They have either halberds. I think they'll have halberds, yeah. Which is the +1 strength.
8 halberds, 2. There's the 2 warding staves. I believe that'd be a higher strength.
They're strength 6. The halberds are strength 5.
Look, he could roll good.
Yeah, he could roll very good. He does roll good. Here we go. Here comes the attacks. Look, he's got 5 getting to attack.
Never has killing a Rhino been such a big deal.
I know. Yeah, if this Rhino lives, he could just roll it out, charge a Land Raider with it, just start getting really annoying.
Yeah, if you could go up and charge that Land Raider, that'd be very,
yeah. So stupid.
It's a lot of firepower.
Yo, dog, I'm going to ram your tank with my tank, and for some reason that's going to stop your tank shooting. Yeah, silliness.
He's rolled a few saves there. I think it's probably cooked.
3. This would be the warning. This would be a warning stave. It's got 1 dice left on it. He's got 3. This would be warning stave attacks. Rerolling. He's got 2 hits. Oh, he got 2 wounds.
Yeah, it's gone. I think.
Yeah, it's gone. Doesn't look like she blew. Vandalex, the Dreadnought is above the top Land Raider. So the top left Land Raider. Oh, wow, it blew, man.
Not sure who that's better for.
He CP'd it. He CP'd the explosion. He couldn't afford to take it. Yep, there goes the Rhino, which is a pretty safe assumption it was going to go down.
Yeah, next turn I think the Smites are going to remove at least 1 Deathwatch squad, possibly more.
Yeah, well, I think the Deathwatch should pull back next turn.
Try and get out of range.
Yeah, get your ass out of there. Surprisingly, you actually outrange them for anti-infantry fire, and las cannon's actually really bad at picking up Deathwatch units. They actually do sweet FA to Deathwatch units.
Could try and lower people's movements with the Thunderfire.
Yeah, that's
so that they can't.
Legit, you just took the words out of my mouth. Thunderfire, cannon those paladins, and back up. You can still safely sit probably 3 objectives next turn.
I keep forgetting about that one under the forest down the bottom.
Yeah, it's hard to remember it's still there, isn't it? Yes, I would back up. I'd get myself out of as many smite ranges as possible.
Still got gate though.
Yeah, well, see, the gate thing is he can't gate on because then he'll come in half kill a Deathwatch squad and then give up whatever he needs, whatever is used. So he can't just gate over willy-nilly. He'll lose whatever the unit is. Only thing he can probably gate over would be the 2+ invuln Dread Knight. But look, Eric's only got 4 CP left, so he's only 2+ invulning that for 1 turn of the game at absolute best. And I don't think that's the best choice for him to do anymore. Oh yeah, and of course, George just pointed out he can always intercept the gated unit. You can use Spec Scan, which could be bad.
Do the Grey Knights smite have a less range?
They have one that is a 6-inch range. The D6 one is a 6-inch range.
Yeah, because if they've got the 18 like everyone else, they could just drop out of 12, not worry about getting intercepted. Doesn't look like he's going backwards.
No, it does not look like he's going backwards at all.
Fortune favours the bold.
Yeah, maybe it does. George just pointed out that the smite is 24 inches. Which bodes well.
Okay,
Probably mostly in range already then.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see what he decides to do on that with that left-hand unit. Because he has the beacon yellow, so he can just bail out one unit at will and teleport it to the other side of the board, pretty much, wherever that captain is. Assumes Fortune favours the bald. That's fantastic.
So I checked all the scores. I updated them. They should be coming through soon.
Yeah, we got it. So it's Hayden on 7, Erik on 5.
Yep.
Is this the bottom of 2?
No, this is to be the top of 3. The Paladins killing the Rhino was the bottom of 2.
Yeah.
So we're tracking along pretty well. I would have been really surprised if Erik, having bottled himself up literally on 0 objectives for 2 turns, was in front on points. That would have been absurd. So this makes a lot more sense to me now that it's 7-5.
Still not a big lead, and I feel like, he's got 3 turns.
Yeah.
For Erik to push forward. He'll probably come out. I don't know if he'll come out this turn or next turn. But when he does, I feel like we're going to see a lot of dead Deathwatch.
Yeah, I agree, dude. I agree completely.
I reckon next turn's move the Land Raiders up, leave the guys inside, and then probably.
Yeah, I think it's
get out.
I think you wait for turn 4 now. He doesn't have the ability to kill, so you're just hiding. Yeah, there's no onus on Erik at the moment, and this is all on Hayden to change this game up. So weird to say that.
All right, on paper, thought Hayden was in a good spot.
I thought Hayden was just going to win, but you can never. There's no such thing as just going to win versus Erik. So this is pretty interesting because this is essentially Hayden getting banter on, and Erik taking care of one of the people he was probably going to play against for a podium at some point, and he's knocking him out.
Should have just blood ruled.
Should have just blood ruled each other, but nah, potato's going to potato. Spuddy's going to spud.
My favourite thing is when people blood rule in Down Under Pairings and they just type the other person's name, but that's not how it actually.
No, it's not. Yeah. It's pretty funny. Like, Luke actually isn't here. It's just 2 guys in Ballarat talking.
I'll just come over.
They're talking about an event. You just come into my place, man. We have some games. We'll play some games while we're watching people play games. Because yo, dog, we heard you like games. Play games.
Games in your games.
While we commentate on games. So for those who don't know, Diffie and Val Heffelfinger have a running bet on who's going to finish higher. Liam Hackett running his Meganov Orc list, or Erik running his pure Grey Knights. Diffie's of the opinion that you'd never bet against Erik, which I kind of back, but I still I just don't respect his list. But I don't know who's going to do better than those. Liam's list is actually phenomenal.
Is that the list he ran at Ozmasters?
Actually, let's pull it up. We'll just have a gaze.
Because I believe I played that list and got rolled.
Liam Hackett, let's go. All right, he has Evil Sons, Warboss, Weird Boy, 3 into Gretchen, 2 units of 10 Mega Knobs, Big Mech Shock Attack Gun, Big Mech Shock Attack Gun, Grots, Tank Busters, Looters.
The Tank Busters are new, I believe.
Grots. Yeah, he's added. Yeah, so he's not a fan of the big unit of Looters. He likes 1 unit of 15 Looters, 1 unit of 15 Tank Busters.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, at Oz Masters, he shot one of his shock attack guns at my Shadow Sword and did 20 wounds because he rolled the 11 strength.
Yep, he has 3 shock attack guns in that list, and one of them is going to be the super shock attack gun, which can shoot. It shoots twice.
Yeah.
So he can essentially shoot 5 shock attack guns a turn. And of course, whichever one gets past the 10 on the strength, it's just going to get shoot twice, of course, and it's just going to wreck 2 things. Yeah, Fire Drake, 15 is the way for. I think the 25 is the over investment. You back, Liam? How you doing?
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
Oh no, did the mic? I don't think the mic muted properly, but hopefully you didn't hear too much.
We haven't heard anything.
No, we haven't heard anything, man.
Okay.
We're lift on our end.
Nah, I just had it. Yeah, good. I just had a couple TO questions just then, but thankfully Jordan's just rocked up. So,
Come to enforce the law.
It was a bit hard doing everything, all in one go. Answering questions, editing scores.
I can't imagine doing all that and then stream. I struggled enough with just me, one other person doing the TOing part.
Yeah, it's pretty. Sorry, you go.
Does Jordan ever walk around just being like, I am the law?
Yeah, he does. He did it last night.
Good. I like that, man.
No, but he's good because he's a big boy and he's got a big set of lungs on him. So that's what I kind of wanted him here for. But yeah, he was a bit probably too tired. I definitely understand. Oh, we got Saucer Man here.
You've missed quite a bit of progression in the game.
Yeah, from now on I'll be able to keep more track on it. But yeah,
Erik's looking pretty strong.
He is
basically the short of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I was talking to Hayden before when we were editing scores. He said it's not looking good.
He's just lulling him into a false.
Sorry?
He's just lulling him into a false sense of security. That's all it is, guys.
The tape fell down for the cord, so now I've got the girlfriend onto it.
Nice.
She's been fantastic.
What's her name?
Lennox.
Sorry?
Lennox. Lenn.
Oh, you told me this.
Yeah.
That is definitely a name.
She's operating the system for us.
She's actually a fake name. She's not real.
She's a fake human.
Yeah.
Had a good walk in Jurassic Park.
Perpetually catfish.
Assassinate. So apparently, Hayden's got Assassinate card and might get it. I don't know. It doesn't look like he's going to get it. Erik just told me Hayden just drew Assassinate. And I was like, okay, all your characters are at the back of the board. Behind 7 Paladins and 2 Land Raiders. I think they're alright.
I think it's alright.
Yeah.
It's more Assassins. Let's solve that problem.
Yeah, solve that problem right up.
Although, Hayden's got a Colexus that looks like he's charging the Paladins.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, ignore that 2+ if it doesn't die on Overwatch.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool if you get it in there. Well, so he bought an assassin to start the game, obviously, so I didn't see this.
Oh, bloody hell. We told them all to include it in their list. I'm going to have to deduct some points, I think.
Yep. Hey, just take him off. Send him home. If he loses, send him home.
No, it's there. It's the top line. First line.
Send him home anyway.
Well, he'll probably go home after this loss.
It's brought great shame upon the family, which is great.
Yeah, exactly right. And also, how's he going to live it down to game 1? He's off the ETC team. Just tell him, let him know that. We're ditching him. We can't take losers to Serbia.
Serbia's.
Oh, I muted the wrong one again, so I probably yelled at chat. I'm very sorry.
No, I didn't hear you, but yeah, chat probably did.
Yeah, apologies.
Get your shit together, mate.
I'm getting TO questions, then I'm getting told by these two what's going on. Bloody hell. Erik said he's rolling saves against Thunderfire Cannons, and he lost like 3 wounds to the Pallies and 3 wounds on the Dreadnought from the Thunderfire Cannons.
That's cool. That's good.
Because the Dreadnought will be getting cover here as well, so it's 2 ups.
Ones. Yeah, it's ones. Yeah.
Does the do Paladins have more than 2 wounds? Because regular Templars now.
Paladins have 3 wounds.
Yeah, so we lost a whole Paladin. That's pretty rough.
Yeah, 3 wounds, 3 attacks as well. They're beastie.
Yeah, they're pretty
big boys.
Yeah.
I remember playing against Diffie's Paladin list many moons ago. It's not fun.
Diffie's just not fun, guys. Just so you know. It's not fun, dude. Yeah. Yeah, feel free to run TO questions through chat. We'll just take votes. Doesn't matter if it's right or wrong.
Oh, I should have been doing that.
Straw poll.
Yeah, we'll just straw poll
and I'll wait.
We don't know.
I'll wait for a consensus.
Yeah, we don't know what's right or wrong. We're just gonna vote on it. Yeah, that's how we do it, man. That's some good Down Under network spirit right there.
Really well. It's working really well. I was a bit worried about the internet because we're at a pretty remote location, and I only have the Telstra 4G modem, like the 4G wireless modem, and I was super worried about the quality of like the stream, like if it was fast enough.
No, it's fine, dude.
But
I haven't seen any drop frames or lag from mine.
It's very interesting. Yeah, didn't expect it, but well done, Telstra.
Well done, Telstra. Doing something right.
Never thought I'd say that, but anyway.
Yeah. All our taxpayer dollars doing stuff. Where are we at? Where are we at with this game, guys? Looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys.
So the Dreadnought is down to 5 wounds from Thunderfire Cannons.
From just Thunderfire Cannons.
From just Thunderfire Cannons.
It's hard to be alive.
Wow. It's hard to just roll saves, man. Rolling saves, rolling 2 pluses is hard. It's a hard life.
So Hayden's got another 2 cards.
So we're going into. So this is the bottom of 3. We've got a lot of attacks being rolled up by Erik.
I shall check.
Yeah, this is combat versus Colexis. He's pulling out his 6s. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so he had his like 20 odd attacks, and looks like he's got 2 wounds. Gonna have 4 up invulns. He's gonna CP one of them. He's got 2d3 that go through. There's 5 wounds on the Colexis.
He's not dead.
He's not dead, man.
Might CP one of those, I reckon. Try and kill it.
So the thing is, he doesn't have a CP to waste. Like he needs them all.
Yeah,
he's thinking
he definitely wants to be shooting his paladins this turn.
He must only have 1 or 2 wounds left on that. Yeah. See, I'm interested why he charged it in. He could have just left like 1.1 inches away and just let it be really annoying, because he still can't smite past it.
That's true. Maybe he thought he could just damage with the ignoring armor.
He's going for it.
It looks like a 1, but I cannot tell.
Yeah, I can't tell either. Well, he hasn't gone in to pick up the.
No, it's not dead.
No, it's not dead.
So here comes more attacks.
What?
Why would he CP it if he
had more attacks to come?
I don't know.
Bizarre.
Suppose he's only got. Oh, that doesn't look like a wound. Oh, maybe that was Overwatch.
Oh, maybe it was Overwatch. Okay. And the D3s would have been silenced.
You guys are smart. I was asking him what it was. It was Overwatch on the Colexis, yeah. And he was CP rerolling the silencer to get a 3 from a 1. Because if he got a 3, he would have killed the Colexis.
Yeah. Does he actually move the Colexis in? Well, it looks like he's attacking, so it is in range. So he hasn't.
Sorry, to Dark, that just seems like a monstrous mistake. He could just have placed the Colexis on the other side of the room and taken 0 Overwatch.
Yeah. And I think he wanted it to do damage. I think it just killed a paladin. So, I mean, there's
he's
6 paladins left.
He's got 4 or 5 attacks hitting on 2s.
He's got 6 paladins left. That's just the -1 from the Thunderfire.
Yeah.
So I'll introduce Jason here. This is my co-host for now. I'll let him say hi, yeah?
Hey Jason, how you doing, brother?
Greetings.
How are things trucking in Jason Town?
A lot more serene than I actually thought it would be this morning with the tightness and the audibleness and so forth. But everyone seems to be actually getting along. So no arguments. We've only had a couple of rules questions so far, which most people should figure out themselves. So
If anyone gets too rowdy, just give them the OC spray.
yes, yeah. Well, no, I didn't bring any of that today. No, everyone's getting into it. We've got just over an hour to go, so looks like there's some interesting matchups across the tables. But I think there'll be a few close games, and I think a few tears from a few others. But so I must admit I haven't been paying much attention to the stream game. So there's a lot of Howling Griffins or Howling Griffin-esque models in the middle there, but
they'll be removed shortly.
Yeah, they're not long for this world, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm very curious why he didn't discharge the Nexus through the line side blocking terrain and not taking the Overwatch. That was a interesting choice. I'm hoping he had a plan there, and he just didn't. I forgot.
I was hoping.
His plan is to get to the beers as soon as possible.
He's just like, yeah, the game's over.
Well, yes. Apparently, in his registration, he didn't put down. Was it Godhammer Gaming? He just put down Godhammer or something like that. So, hence why the two of them are actually paired up against each other on the first round. So, you can only lead a horse to water.
No.
So, yeah. So, I was thinking. Duck must have actually got area denial or something like that for what he's doing at the moment, but there you go.
Yeah, that's actually true. Yep.
It looks like that, but no. So looks like we're going to have a good day. It's not too hot. We've actually got a bit of a breeze. The main doors are just to the right of us there, so it's actually bringing in a bit of a convenient, useful.
Bringing oxygen.
Bringing oxygen and
much needed oxygen.
BO out.
Yeah.
BO out.
So we'll which will be good. So, but it is early days yet. So
yeah, dude, it's only a bit hotter.
It's luckily we are at the end of April, and it's not the end of January like CanCon.
CanCon is ferocious.
It does bring back memories of 2018 for CanCon for me, but not quite the size of the hall, but similar surroundings anyway.
What do you play, dude?
Pretty good company.
What do you play in your 40k life?
Or when I can be activated, I play. I took 2018. I took Nids Rush and came fourth at CanCon.
Nice.
That was with was it 80 Gene Stealers, and so that was Kraken and your Gene Stealer cult. The old school Gene Stealer cult roll on the 3d6 with your primers shenanigans. So Nids have been a bit of a favourite. Not quite Erik style denial Nids. Mine was more glass hammer, get in amongst, get as many points as possible, and then hold on for dear life. But not much else. Painting wise, I've got about 6 projects on the go, and none of them are actually going anywhere at the moment, which is typical.
Nice.
But I've got some knights in the background just for purely modelling perspectives, and probably looking at doing some sort of marine list, probably fists, crimson fists or something like that, just for something different. So
Lovely.
yeah, just to bring it up. So which will be interesting. So the next event that I'm running, which is Winter Warfest in July, after ATC, a couple of months after ATC. the guys don't know it now, so I'll do the sneak preview now. Is we are pre FAQ. I'm the meta breaker. Is that I'll be going mono faction, and
Shit, yeah, brother.
1,500 points of mono faction. Something different. I think every now and then you got to change it up a bit. So I probably.
That's right.
So it'll be interesting to see how people react to that once the pack gets released next week. But I think it's something that's needed. Every now and then you got to change the record. So
Couldn't agree more, man.
So we'll see. And I've shamelessly pretty much taken most of the thought process from the guys from SN Battle Reports, as you probably know. So so it's pretty much based off what they've done. I've done a few little tweaks to allow and to take into account, but it's pretty much. I've been watching, their events for a while, and just thought that why not?
It's just cool.
Yeah. So
good, man. Oh no. All about to you.
Yeah. Cool.
Just an update on the game in front of us.
Yes.
So it looks like a couple of smites have gone through on that middle unit. So that's the unit to the left. So it looks like only two guys left there. Either that's smites getting through the Colexus -2, or that's.
Is the Colexus dead? I don't know.
I don't know if the Colexus is alive or not.
Looks like the Paladins have fallen back.
Just
like
shooting. Yeah, definitely like the Paladins have moved. So you'd assume they would have fallen back. There's no point there. But who knows?
Yes.
This is Eric's turn 3.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and time-wise, they most people seem to be doing quite well. So we've got just under an hour to go. They were given the riot act at the beginning of the thing that basically, if you can't get 4 turns done in just under 2 hours and 3/4, there's something wrong with you.
That's right, man.
So hopefully the stats will be useful to
well, we're certainly going to be gathering it all through Down Under Pairings. And we'll be doing some tricky little posts up, little exposés.
Yeah.
So we can have a gaze and see how things are tracked.
No, it'd be good to see the overall wash up of it. But most people know, especially with this extra half an hour or so. I think in most cases most games are done well beforehand if they're played by a reasonably skilled general. It's the games where you've got two people on I would probably say an equal standing of understanding and capability where things get dragged out. And that's the ones where we're constantly going up, reminding them that it's close to time, or pretty much it is time. So we'll see how that transpires. But I better start doing some more rounds to keep an eye on some people. So it's good to chat, boys. I will probably no doubtly catch up sometime else during the weekend, and I'll pass you over to the more youthful looking T.O.
No worries, thanks man. Thanks for jumping on.
Cheers.
Enjoy
Bye.
your weekend.
Yes, thank you guys.
Alright, so looks like Eric's still dialing up some shooting.
Alright.
I believe either that or he's in combat with the Colexus. Unable to.
Should send out a runner to have a look.
We should send out the Luke runner. Luke.
Yeah.
Run for us.
Run for us.
Is the Colexus still alive under that building or nay?
Nah, he's long gone.
Yeah.
I can't help thinking that's a mistake.
Yeah.
Why did he charge him in?
Yeah.
I think the charge was fine. I think he should have done it from behind the building and then not gone in for the actual attack. Just
sat 1 inch, 0.9 inch off. And just being an annoying prick. Yeah, I agree, man. I think that would have been the better call. I think the better call would have just been to place it on the other side of the brain and charge. Yeah. What are you gaining from charging?
Yeah, I don't reckon he should have charged, because that one Colexus is stopping all his psychic powers.
Yeah.
It's huge. And to just throw it away to kill one Grey Knight, it's not like great.
Bad trades.
Yeah.
Even though that Grey Knight is like 3/4 of his points cost, hilariously.
Yeah, but he could have stopped all that smite. And now there is not a whole lot of Deathwatch left in that middle of the table.
Nah, Hayden's boned.
Yeah,
On the
Erik-
slide to a loss.
I've just heard his Eric's scores. He's starting to rack up the points now.
Yeah, Hayden's done. G to the G. We're looking at this could have been a top table game between these two players. Realistically,
It is. Essentially, it is. You know.
Yeah.
No.
And we've just seen
Erik smashed him.
Erik absolutely decimate, like absolutely, swept aside like the chaff that he.
I wish I was good at 40k.
I wish I was good at 40K.
That's what we're here for, right? To learn.
Well, you know,
To learn from Erik.
Those who can't play commentate.
What are we doing in ATC then?
I don't know, because they scraped the bottom of the barrel and they uncovered us.
We can just end our games early and then come commentate together.
Yes.
Ooh. Interesting. So I'm watching. It's an interesting game that I've been keeping an eye on. It is Mick Larkin versus Stephen Fox. Now these two are both part of the Queensland ATC team and the Merc team, respectively. And Mick has got 2 knights left on the table. That's pretty much it. And Stephen has his Thousand Sons Demon Princes on top of a building, just sitting there smiting everything. And he's lost pretty much all of his Plague Bearers and all of his Bloodletters. I just saw him take off about 20 models. I think to morale, because I can't think of what anything else. He took off basically all the Bloodletters and a whole squad of Plague Bearers just in one go. So
shit. That's crazy.
Mick is he's a rising star. He is. He's surprising he is. Because to be honest, he looks a bit clueless and acts it, and then when you play him, he actually knows what he's doing.
It's all a ploy.
Yeah.
I will just see if I can look up Liam Hackett's game for us, because if they're updating the scores, I should be able to just look at their scores straight off the bat. Let's see who's playing against. Liam Hackett's playing George Patterson, and their scores right now. Doesn't look like they're updating their scores. Either that or they're still on turn 1. That sucks. That's okay. They'll just chuck in the scores. Some people don't like to chuck in the scores as they go. That's awesome.
They'll do it by paper probably, and then do it all at the.
Yeah.
I was considering getting a tournament tablet just because entering the scores on the phone is functional. Having a bigger screen would be nice.
It's very true. It would be. Mick Larkin's list actually pretty. I like.
The list
Mick.
would take a lot of killing.
Mick's a good boy. Mick's a good bloke. He's good quality. Me and Mick talk.
Looks like Hayden's going for the hide and hopefully not die.
Well, he should be just going. It's a different points. So turning this from a 19-1, 18-2 to 16-4 or something just makes it a lot more respectful. That can be all the difference between us, putting him back on stream.
Also means you can tell people he totally didn't get paddled.
Yeah, exactly right. I didn't get tabled. Everybody. Everybody calm down. Didn't get tabled. It's okay.
Looks like he's got the remainder of 2 squads in that building.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, and he's probably got his
You've been talking with Adam a lot.
So I'm going to put Jordan on for a bit. I'm going to do a few laps and go to the toilet and grab some food. But Jordan's going to jump on and have a chat to you guys.
Only if he wants to, Luke. If he doesn't want to, just mute it and just talk.
No, I think he's pretty keen. But we'll see how we go.
Sweet.
I'm going to be gone for 5 minutes. Don't miss me too much. Alright.
Heart already burns.
Alright, guys. I'll be right back. I think this game, they're looking pretty close to finish. I think Eric's just cleaning up.
He is just cleaning up. It's Eric's in the commanding position.
Yeah.
Luke, if you can go give us an update on 3 or 4 notable games, a couple of the other ATC boys, let us know how Simon's doing, how Liam's doing.
Yep.
Give us an update and some scores for us. That'd be freaking fantastic. Right?
Yep, we'll do. Alright, I'll see you guys soon.
Alright, talk to you, Matt. We've got our roaming Luke. Yeah, what year is this? What year is it, George? We've just gone into freaking Robin Williams waking up in Jumanji. What year is it? Look at that unit.
We acquired a Jordan.
We have acquired an absolute unit. Jeez. So yeah, he's pushing over to objective 3, sitting objective. Eternal War is still a thing here, guys. Always objective. So
Yeah, is it 1 to 4 or all 6?
I'm pretty sure it's 1 to 5 and 6 are worthless.
Yeah. So what's that? Do we know which one is under the forest there?
No, unfortunately, product of deduction.
Oh,
so
well,
6
5's on the left there, so yeah,
6
so it's
is on
going to
the
be worth.
Yeah, 6 is on the bottom left, and 5 is on the top left.
I think there's a little Howling Griffin character there. There's a bit of
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's his jump captain or his master, the chapter master. Not chapter master, his captain from the Siege of the Playbook. How is it going, Jordan? How you doing, brother?
Good, man. Good. It's the tournament's running well. Actually, we haven't had a lot of questions, which is nice.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Once you get that first game underway, it becomes a lot less stressful.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I've been talking. I was just talking to Luke about it. I'm not sure because we might. I think people will start getting their placings of where they might going to place for the rest of the weekend. From this first game, we're going to be cutting it a bit short, obviously, because people have attended a bit late. But I think we're cutting the first round about 15 minutes short. But everything looks like it's running really well. So
fantastic, brother.
Yeah.
How are you liking it? Is this your first time being a TO?
Yeah, this is my first time being a TO.
Well, trial by fire, and I'm starting off at something like got a 70-person major.
I know that's the big thing. I couldn't believe we got those numbers, especially with Games Workshop running that their own championship event. I was like, we're not going to get the numbers, and then when that happened, the numbers went up.
That was nice.
Well, I think there's only 12 or 18 people at that, isn't there?
Yeah, it was small, but it was more that my concern originally was that they were going to pull a lot of interstate players, but not realising that it wasn't as spectacular as it sounded. They just made it seem a lot bigger than what it was.
Yeah.
And I mean, it seems like the event went relatively well, but I mean, a lot of your players now in 40k are becoming more and more competitive. Because this edition, I believe this I've been playing 40k for years, and 7th edition I was starting to get a little more competitive, but when 8th edition came out, it was easier to become competitive because the meta was easier to follow, the game was easier to follow, it was more easy to play. It's different now, but it's more enjoyable. Like, you're not getting completely, some armies still do, but you're not getting completely tabled turn 1 like you were in previous editions.
Yep.
It's the old Riptide Wing.
Yeah. So, I mean, even Knights are so devastating, but still, they won't wipe you off the table in one turn.
No, Knights, so the meta is so deep at the moment, like, everyone has a book with some playability, even freaking Grey Knights now, apparently. That you can roll with the punches a bit. As long as you're going to be adaptable, you can tend to make something get absolutely trounced.
I'm just looking at a few of the lists here. Like, you're still seeing Tower lists. You're still seeing, like you said, Grey Knights. Knight lists are very common still. Orcs. There's
assassins. How many friggin' assassins have you got there, dude?
There's enough. There's enough.
Yeah, it's good to see the diversity in the lists at the moment, as opposed to just the 3 or 4 codexes that used to stop.
Exactly, and that's what the previous editions were, and that's what I think is keeping me still intrigued and interested in this edition, is that all the players that we're getting, everyone's playing something different. Like, we're still seeing Death Guard. I'm actually surprised there's not as many Eldar lists here as I thought there would be.
I was impressed. I was surprised as well. Naturally, down here in Vic, there would be a lot more. There would be quite a bit more Eldar.
Yeah, we've got a few guard lists here as well. Still guard, still it's still relevant in the meta. I just think Imperium is still really strong in the meta at the moment.
Yeah, well, that's the thing up there. It looks like you guys are Imperium is the dominant big bad boy up there.
Yeah,
down here it's been Chaos for so long.
Yeah, I think, and we've still got Chaos, but it's more Thousand Suns, and you're more just seeing Thousand Sun detachments and Death Guard detachments. So, or with your plague bearers and
yes,
yeah,
the old chestnut.
Yeah, the old chestnut. So it's
really good to see. And
it
70
is.
players is a huge achievement as well.
Diffy's just chucked it. I'm not sure if you're able to, Jordan, but Diffy's just chucked you a chat. Disregarding the volumes. If you don't know how to do, don't mess with it. Just leave it alone.
Is Diffy Fire Drake, I imagine?
No, Diffy's down on the network.
Hold on. I'm not sure how to read this whole chat.
That's okay. Then do
Maybe just leave it for Luke.
Luke can sort it later.
It's good to see Listiverse as well. At an event we had recently, someone used all 2,000 of their points on running a single Revenant. That was pretty great to see.
A single Revenant type, Eldar Revenant type.
Yeah. He lost every game, but he had fun. That's the main thing.
I think that's what we're all here for, aren't we?
There was a guy at LVO who a single wall. But see, the difference there was he thought he was going to do he thought he was onto the secret source. He was like his ITC missions. He's like, if they just don't kill my warlord, my warhounds, they can't get any points off me. Everyone's just like, well,
but that means you can't score.
Exactly right. You can only sit one freaking objective now.
You'll never win that way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
and plus, everyone's geared to kill a 4+.
Yeah, that's it.
Not that much harder.
Yeah. Oh, this is. It's going really well, so I'm glad. So where are you guys at the moment?
We're both in Ballarat, Victoria.
Oh, nice.
It's a nice 9 degrees current.
Yeah,
mate.
9 degrees.
It's warm here. It's very, very warm here. We're inside a tin shed, and I swear there's one fan running.
I don't know. I'm pretty happy with this range. Got the heating going.
Yeah, mine's going full ball. Has to be. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to commentate. It looks like we've got some guys moving out from that bottom.
Hold on.
Fire cannons on the move.
He's just going to try and jump on that objective and hope he's there. This looks like this is turn 5, maybe even turn 6, guys.
I can't help but notice that there's a land raider not on the table anymore.
Yeah. Look, there was one actually on Pro Wounds, something like as soon. And he's probably just worn it down every time he's trying to fight us.
It's interesting, the list too. It's who knew would be Grey Knights could potentially be meta.
I
think we'll wait until after round 5 to make that call.
Yeah.
They're not going to be meta. They're just going to be Erik. They're just Erik.
That's exactly it. And mate, incredible player, very smart player. I swear he sees the game in a different light.
He does.
He's on a different angle because he's short.
He's short. we joke about that because he's so short. The game differently.
He's seeing it from the side, whereas we're just not getting it.
He's not smarter than anybody. He's not like more nuanced, but better generally. He's just shorter guy.
It's just purely angle. It's literally his height.
Yeah, it's all it is.
I'll cut my feet off.
Cut the feet off to get better at Warhammer.
Might work. I've got no hope. I'm 6'2", so I'm fucked.
Yeah, I'm 6, almost 6'1". So, yeah. I thought you'd have to cut the whole hip.
Maybe at her knees, hips.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll jump off for a bit, guys.
No worries, mate. Take care.
Talk to you in a bit.
Jump in again whenever you want, brother.
Yeah.
He's popping his Death Watch out. Looks like he's going to try. If I was him, I think I know what he's going to try and do here. He might go for a charge and a wrap on that Land Raider, because then he'll be on that top right objective with OBSEC. Because one thing that we know Erik doesn't have any of is fucking Obsec.
Yeah.
So if he can just
although
Obsec,
to wrap the Land Raider, he's probably bringing that.
he'll need a big charge firstly.
Yeah, we'll need a big charge, but he's also bringing the Dreadnought into combat, which will probably start slapping some bitches.
Mm. Yeah, he'll bring the Dreadnought in for sure, but he's just going to be betting on the 3+ invulns. He's like, yeah, I got to make plus invulns for this to be a thing, and he's right.
Fair enough. Now that I've actually had a look, there is a Land Raider right down the bottom there, that grey box below that building.
Oh wow!
He
gated.
Clearly, my eyes are just shit.
No, well, it's grey on grey here for the thing. I was surprised it was gone when I looked. I was like,
it used to be on the left, and
so he's gated him down the bottom, probably to get line of sight for.
He's going to try and blow up those characters in the Thunderfire, get them off that objective, and then move on.
Exactly right.
I believe we got down there by Gate of Infinity.
Gate of Infinities.
Or just a shit ton of drive.
Yeah, or just drove super fast. Super fast driving skills.
Good old Fast and Furious Imperial Drift.
That Dreadnought, is going to be an issue.
Yeah, because it's a character, isn't it? So we can even heroically intervene
if
he doesn't tap.
If he tries to wrap it. Maybe he just doesn't bother wrapping it then. He just tags it, takes it out of the game for a turn or two. Sits that objective. He's got the if he's got the top of turn, so he's only got to take 1 unit. It looks like he's got 2 Deathwatch squads there.
Turn 5, isn't it? Top of 5.
Yeah, this should be the top of 5, possibly even the top of 6, but I'd assume it's top of 5. And Hayden's still technically up on points from what we can see.
I feel like they haven't updated that for a while because that was the points on turn 2.
Yeah, I assume as well. But I'm clutching at straws here, mate.
Gotta want it.
Gotta want it. Gotta want it. That's Michael's favorite saying, guys. For those who haven't met him yet. Whenever you roll poorly, you're like you just didn't want it. It's infuriating as a player playing it.
Just bounce all those things off my shields. It's fine.
Just you gotta want it more, Adam. Why don't you want it?
Was that like 1 turn of entire tower shooting for half a squad of Deathwatch?
That was. Yeah, you made like 19 out of like fucking 26 3-up invulns. It was phenomenal. Good times. May they never happen again.
See, Diffy's got the idea.
Rain paint job rolls better. Yeah, I can't argue with that. Although it's funny how they say red goes fast. Like they think the orcs think that blue is the lucky blessed color. That's why the Death Skulls wear it. So I think it's the blessed of Gork and Mork, and they'll punch the betters. Apparently, Jim Vessel will be joining us in half an hour. Well, he'll be free in half an hour. This game will probably be over, so he'll probably be joining us.
Well, it's already pretty over.
Oh yeah, it's over as shit, dude.
It's a good idea. Get some lunch. I reckon go up to that bakery.
Nice.
Get a Golden Gate Time donut.
Gold Gate.
It's the thing that they make. It's pretty great.
I just love that, like, people who what the fuck? But to us, that's like deliciousness. That's the epitome of deliciousness.
Their advertising campaigns are also good.
Yeah.
Can't have a gay time on your own.
That's right. How are we doing for viewership? A whole 14 viewers. Thank you so much for joining us on this sleepy Saturday morning or Friday afternoon. Should hail from. I'd assume this would be Overwatch. We're heading into the fun zone of the game now. Where it doesn't, I'm not sure.
He still hasn't even got he's got to get the purifiers out eventually, right?
Yeah.
They're still in those Land Raiders.
That's right.
I want to see them stab someone.
So here's the funny thing, I thought this was true, and I just confirmed it just by my, casting my eyes across. But I don't think Hayden's actually killed a unit yet.
I believe you're correct.
That's pretty bad.
It's subpar to say the least. But yeah, so I suppose the purifier's only 210 points, but Erik's effectively played 210 points down the entire game as well.
Yeah, exactly right.
It's concerning.
2. Okay. Just letting Mr. Vessel know when to join in later. Got a couple of rolls being... we've got 2 dead. What's that? Is it some grey dudes there that look like they're in combat? To the right of the Death Watch. It's quite interesting.
I've seen those, like they were in the middle of the Death Watch earlier. I think they're Death Watch model. Or, because they were in the turn 3 or so, they also looked like they were mixed in there.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was the mat or possibly just unpainted models.
No, fair enough. No problems there. Except for the unpainted models bit. It's not good enough. We don't roll like that.
It could be painted. They could just be painted grey and he didn't have the woozy wig.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he's moving the grey things now.
What could they be?
They are terrible to see.
Yeah, barely showing up on this table. If Luke was here, I'd ask him. I demand to know what's going on. I demand, Luke, get him off.
I need to rewrite my paint rules for next year to...
So yeah, for those who don't know, Michael is the TO of which was the last stream which went off was really, really good. The last game, I highly suggest you go and watch the last game from that event. It was phenomenal. There was Josh Brody.
It was a tight one.
Josh Brody, who ended up winning, versus Matt number 1 Rosoli. And yeah, it was actually a great game to watch, just because it was so freaking wonky. It was Demons versus Death Watch, so the Demon player had to play a really odd style of game to not just get creamed. And he did. He played a really, really weird style, and it almost paid off. Yeah.
I think it came down to 1-2 rolls in the end, from what Matt said.
It was a great, phenomenal game.
It's like bells. Yes, the old Plague Hog.
Yeah.
Our Lord and Savior. Next year, going for 80 players, I reckon.
Nice. And
get that major.
One of your prizes has to be a Plague Hog. The Plague Hog.
For last place.
Yeah, last place gets a Plague Hog. It's still like a $90 kill. Sadly,
I don't think Josh McMillan got onto the stream at all on Rackon.
No, he didn't. He didn't make it on. He was sitting.
He floated in that room quite a lot in the little side room.
He was pretty much in the room the entire time, but he was always floating like 1 or 2 below. I can't tell you why. Maybe it was by design. He was
just the pairings. I don't know.
Oh yeah, maybe just.
Or maybe his wins weren't huge wins.
Death Watch have gone to the Land Raider. There was no point in not going in.
But no, they're not tagging it. He doesn't want to get charged or give that
There's no reason to.
No, give it a free intercept.
4 or 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, winning on 2s. It's just bad time. Looks like he's done a couple of wounds to that Land Raider.
Yeah, weight of attacks. There's quite a few going in.
Yeah, he'll have a Power Fist or a Power Sword in there.
I had a look earlier. I don't think there's any Power Fists, but the Terminators have the sword.
They'd have to cover the sword now. Yeah.
So yeah, 3 Power Swords. Yeah, no fists. Interestingly enough, he hasn't put Storm Shields on his Vanguard veterans. He's gone with the Bolt Pistol Chainsaw.
Oh, yep. Well, it was maybe just points.
Yeah, it's only 2 points for a Storm Shield. I feel like it's worth getting another Invon in there on a guy that you don't need every game.
Yeah, well, is the Vanguard the fullback in charge, or are they
he's the fallback and charge, yes.
Yeah, well, he's the guy you need the least.
Yeah. I'll just double check. I've got a Death Watch Codex right here.
Bam, do it. Looks like we're jumping into Erik's turn. It would be my assumption that this is the bottom of turn 5.
I know Vanguard is fullback and shoot, so you do want him alive, but
can't afford it.
Oh, but if you're not going to get charged when you're getting shot at,
yeah, that's true.
You can take those invons on him.
Yep.
The bike is fullback in charge.
Yeah. So the bike you only really care about,
and
when
if
you're playing against hordes, things that are
and I mean, with the Vanguard veteran as well, if you've got teleport homers nearby, you can just teleport out and still shoot.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, so to my mind, the bike's probably the bike or the Terminator the most expendable.
Oh yeah, you can get because you can afford to get rid of 2 of your Terminators. You
Yeah,
still get the.
and still have it at 2+.
Look at that. See, that's why Eric's winning. Full head of hair. That's the secret.
That's the secret. We'll just rock up with massive
Better call Ashley and Martin.
No, I'll just rock up with massive metal glamour wigs, hair metal wigs.
I could get the Lycra out. It'd be fine.
Yeah, fantastic.
Bit of leopard print. Bring the 80s back.
I dressed up as Gene Simmons for a party about a month ago, and I got the platforms that he used to wear, and man, I was like, they were freaking huge. I was like 6'5", just clumsily stomping around, looked like a goose. It was fantastic. 10 out of 10 would do again. What are we thinking here, Erik? Erik looks like he's
the Paladins look like they're making their break.
Yeah.
And
he's still at 7. He's still at 7 there, man. Unless one of those is his character.
That's true. Either way, yeah, no, the Colexus was not on the cards.
No, it was wasted.
That Land Raider, surely he's going to get the boys out.
Yeah.
At least, especially the top one, he'll get them out and then charge.
Well, if he's got a couple of D6 smites coming out, you can just smite out that unit, and then the Land Raider just freaking shoots.
Yeah.
Looks like
here we go.
Looks like he's got a bike there. I'm not sure what else he's got. I can't. I think I had at least one turn. See.
Yeah, there's a 40 mil base there against the Laz Cat.
Yeah, but this should be pretty easy mop up from here.
Yeah, he's going to jump out, try and.
Everything he's got is pretty exposed. Even the Thunderflies have jumped out. I'm guessing he's just betting on a turn 5 finish. And on a turn 5 finish.
Oh, they're not doing the automatic 6, are they?
I'm actually not sure. If Lick was here, I'd ask him. But
we've been abandoned.
We have been abandoned by the TOs. It's all right. They got lots of things to do. This is their first time running something of this caliber.
And they seem to, well, as far as I can tell, against looking at this wall, they're doing a good job. Yeah, I don't see the Howling Griffins lasting, at least in an effective capacity past this turn.
I am very happy to see Howling Griffins on the board. I think they're a sweet chapter. I think they're
painting checkers would suck though.
Yes, it does. That's another project I got on the go. My Heresy Hero Dark Angel, which is what I'm doing for my next season. They're all going to have the checkers on them, and yeah, man, it's a pain in the ass.
I just need to commit to one army and actually finish it for once in my life.
Yeah.
All of this 8th edition has just been me slowly chasing the meta and changing my army and just getting.
Yeah, well, it really is. One of the first kind of insights I had into the game was better off just grabbing one army, getting 4,000 to 5,000 points of it, and just sitting back and rolling with the punches rather than just meta hopping.
The other squad of purifiers are coming out.
Yeah, they're going to smite off those.
Well, they're going to smite and then charge and shoot.
Hayden's probably getting wiped this turn, or very close to it. He might have that middle unit of Deathwatch will probably be there in some capacity, but
maybe
in any
it's going to be rough.
Effective anything. Very dominant performance by these.
Yeah, Eric's played very well. He's just
decided if he wants to range.
Fuck it. It's not doing anything. It's getting ready to roll in the dice. The
trade
actually looks really good.
It does. It looks fantastic, doesn't it? Who have we just been joined by? I think we've just been joined by Diffie. Diffie baby, is that you?
He's currently got himself muted.
He's all muted and definitely.
Maybe we're about to get a live wedding update.
Yeah, he's about to
some drama on the agenda.
Yeah, he's gonna broadcast his speech at the wedding. That'd be good as. This is a phenomenal. Yep, Smites are coming in. Deathwatch are getting picked up by the handful.
Oh, that's rough.
Oh, that's really rough, man.
I reckon there's maybe 3 left there, including the 2 grey guys.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, man.
Yeah, he's going to try and...
There's another... looks like he's trying to gate out the Land Raider.
He's probably not going to kill it with smites because I don't think they're closest to anything.
Yeah, exactly right. If he didn't do it...
It was a good idea, though, try and smite him out, and then he suddenly can...
Yeah, well, how many wounds did he do? There were smites. 1, 2...
Quite a few.
It's a minimum of 6, and if that's none of those are Terminators, because we can definitely see
Oh, I think there's a Terminator down there, and there's a bike,
Yeah,
and there's
so
a couple of greys.
I'd say it's minimum 7 then.
With the ability to zoom.
It's pretty good from probably 3 smites, 7 mortal wounds. Nice.
Diffie is trying to join apparently.
This could either go really well.
He's unmuted. Here we go.
Hey lads.
Oh, that's some
Can you hear
good
me?
quality. We can hear you.
Yeah, that's some high quality right there.
How's your wedding going? Though he's muted again.
He's realised his quality was not quality. Like a biscuit that had been left in a bucket of water. All the crispness. What a shit analogy, Adam.
How you doing, lads?
Oh,
Yeah,
very good. Thanks to yourself.
That's much better, man. He's gone again. Wow, what are we doing?
Maybe his internet connection's not doing so well.
It's just Diffie whack-a-mole. I'd say there's 3 Deathwatch left. And it looks like he's failed gate, because he definitely pointed at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say we're going into the shooting phase.
Look, I think at this stage, like, sure, it didn't go his way, but he picked up another one.
No, he must just fallen back an inch from that unit.
Maybe. I think at this point, it's all rather for nothing anyway. The Grey Knights have got this one in the baggy bag. Third time charm, Diffie.
Jim Vessel's just joined in on the chat. How you doing, brother? You are watching Erik, the man, the myth, the legend, Lathouras, playing Mono Grey Knights, putting on a bit of a clinic against Deathwatch.
On paper, this game was not looking good.
Yeah, but Eric's a goddamn...
Eric's Erik.
Yeah, Eric's Erik. He doesn't need his ego stroked. He can barely... His scrawny Greek body can barely hold up his massive head anyway. I always pay out on players better than me.
I'm paying out on a lot of people in armor.
Yeah, man. It's like 80% of the... Dude,
that was 2 Land Raiders.
He's got 2 Land Raiders. He's got 2 Land Raiders, dude. This is crazy town.
It's going to be very unfortunate when he comes up with someone who actually has anti-tank guns.
Yeah, well, one Knight Castellan's just going to paddle them both off.
So that's nice.
How you doing, lads?
Hey, how are you?
Brother.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
Is this a special drive time, is it?
This is. This is actually this is a drive time with Diff.
Oh, better do the intro then.
Nice.
And welcome to another episode of Drive Time with Diff. I'm Diff, and this is my drive. There we go. That's the intro. Been watching the game.
Luke is also back.
Halfway through.
Nice. Luke's about to chuck on the headset and rejoin.
Yeah, no, this game's been a bit of a clinic by Erik.
Yeah,
he's not put a foot wrong. Yeah. Hayden's made a few questionable decisions.
Yeah, the first questionable one was not putting a freaking blood rule in.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, apparently he did put a blood rule in, but he didn't type it correctly.
Type it in properly.
Fucking hell.
Oh, wow. So he just got 3 Deathwatch just picked up there. It looks like they've all been in cut as well.
Yeah.
Ones.
No, this is...
It looks like 6 or 7 dice. That kind of like just kicking you in the nuts when you're already down.
Yeah. Tough.
How far away are you from your wedding, mate?
Actually, I'm a fair way off because so I've just dropped the little one off at my sister-in-law's. So Gemma is the maid of honor.
Yep.
So she went off early this morning, and I've been doing the run around with the little man. So
Nice.
just watching this in the background, having the volume on mainly, listening to the dulcet tones.
Nice.
Of Mr. Camilleri.
That Deathwatch squad on the right ruin has just been picked up. Luke's just rejoined us.
What is happening? Sorry, fellas.
You are much louder than before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, hold on.
No, that's a bit better. I don't know if you actually changed anything.
Lukey, give us an update on the field.
Yeah. So how's that? Am I too loud now?
That's perfect.
Okay. Cool.
How you doing, Luke?
Oh, there we go. It's back loud again. I'm good, Diff. How are you, man?
You're not too bad.
So I've been around the floor several times over. The scene's looking pretty good. It's actually, there's a lot of close games. So Mick Larkin is playing Steve Fox. That game's gone very tight. Mick did a very good play. He's versing, so Mick's got Knights with Assassins, and he's got a bunch of Bullgruns style with it, versus Plaguebearer Horde with T-Sun's Smites. Just for them. That was it. Just for them. Because they came late. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, more TO stuff. So Mick Larkin did a very good play. He put a Calexis closer to the T-Sun's Demon Princes, out of line of sight, but down the bottom floor of a building, and stopped a whole bunch of Smites killing his Bullgruns, and I think that's going to win him the game, just that there.
Big Lathouras.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So Mick does some great plays sometimes. Simon's game is looking pretty good. He versed a Triptide from Clay McCluskey, I think his name is. And then we've got for them. They're coming through some. Yeah. Then we've got, so Simon's doing well. He looks like he's going to grab a win there. Liam Hackett with the Mega Knobs. He won his game 37-7.
Boom.
Yep. Yep. So that was good.
Everything will be happy that his man's not out of the betting race.
Yeah. Who's got the bet on him? Is it Val or?
Yeah, Val's betting on him. Diff is betting on Erik.
Oh, nice.
Basically, the bet goes a little bit like this. Whoever finishes highest out of Erik and Liam wins. Okay, and the loser. Apology. So when Erik finishes higher than Liam, Val will be the loser. And Val will have to give me a list of factions, faction keywords. I get to pick one. He then gets to pick any model. It's got to be painted from his collection that has that faction keyword, and I then have to put that in my next tournament army.
Oh, nice.
So he's going to put it in the post and send it to me. I mean, technically, I might have to send him one, but I doubt it.
I like your confidence going in. It's important to be upbeat.
So it looks like we got either. I think it's actually. Yeah, that's. It's either a character or a Terminator that's left on that Land Raider because he's got a dice on it. I don't think more than the army character.
Yeah, I think the only thing he's got left is about a few Paladins there, and his Lord Keldor Drago, Brother Captain.
Well, Eric's got most of his fucking army left on the table.
Yeah,
Eric, I don't think Eric's lost a unit yet, mate.
No, he doesn't. He hasn't. But he's got most of his big characters all left. So.
Also, I just figured out that the Paladin unit is pretty much, and that's because he's a bringing one back every turn.
Yep, that's right.
Wow, that's crazy.
And they've got
in size.
They've got 3 wounds, so even if you heal the D3, that's just as good as bringing back a model. If you get the 2 wounds back,
Yeah, it's pretty much.
Yeah. Anyway, I gotta just deal with something right now. I'll be back on in a tick.
No worries, mate. Yeah, having a dedicated apothecary for your Paladin. If you're investing, actually, a damn army.
I've never had very much luck with apothecaries.
Yeah, me either.
Up. It's a bit janky.
Well, they auto heal D3 wounds.
Well, yeah, they can heal, but I'm bringing models back.
It's only a 4+. But if
you
you're
only
investing,
bring models back if you have if you don't have any unwounded guys though.
Yeah, exactly right.
So
well, he's brought back a few at this stage.
Auto heal people. That's easy enough. And if you've got no unwounded people, then cool. 4+ to get how many points is a paladin?
54 points.
Yeah,
I believe.
That's pretty solid.
So it's a good chance.
Is a paladin the most expensive unit? Or sorry, I'll rephrase that. Is paladin the most expensive model you can bring back with an apothecary?
Nah, Centurion will be most expensive.
Oh, of course.
But so
it'd be up there at least.
His paladin, his unit of 10 paladins costs 514 points.
I've just got a message come through from Erik, the man, the myth, the legend, Lathouras, who's obviously playing right now. And
really not worried about it.
he's promised me he would be on the stream. And was I excited to see him and Grey Knights on? And I said, of course. So the message I got just then was 2 words with a question mark. You, and then hard.
At least semi.
So just to put this in perspective, his apothecary costs 70, and on a 4+, he can bring back a 53 or 55 point unit. If he brings back 2 units, he's gotten a third more points back than he cost.
Yep.
So in 2 turns, he can get 100 points worth of guys back. Technically,
it's crazy.
That's not counting the 20 odd points he brings back for every wound that he regens.
Give him a Stormbolter or something, he can run around and put a few in.
Yeah, I think he just comes with a Stormbolter. I think that 75 is a Stormbolter and probably a 4 sorting. Thank you, Aaron Luffer. 49 points for a Paladin base and 55 with a Silencer. 6 points for a Silencer seems pretty legit. Unless they're like 8 points because you're paying 2 points from Storm Shield. Yeah, and the Apothecary has the same friggin' profile as a Captain or a Lord. He's got 4 attacks, hitting on 2s. It's actually crazy. It's been like a secret gem in there. If Mitch Palin was in here, like screaming the benefits of the Apothecary from the Rips, it's his.
When Luke gets back, we should get him to update their score. Because holy shit, it's been forever.
It's been forever, I know. We're going into turn 6 here.
Yeah, we're going into.
Looks like he's just declared a charge on those purifiers at the left. So he's piling into him with a couple of Tech Marines who actually don't do too bad in combat. They can actually get some work done.
Yeah, he's got a decent amount of attacks. Then if he's got the harness, he's got the extra fists.
Well, they have to come with the harness, so he's got pretty much 2 Thunderhammers. And then,
can they not take just the arm? With the full harness?
Yeah, they have to come with the full harness, unfortunately.
Well, that's rough.
Yeah, it is. Well, they're priced appropriately now. It used to be 120 points for him. It was a bit insane.
I run a regular, just not the Thunderfire, just a good old Tech Marine.
Yeah,
Marine armies, and he comes with the arm.
They're the cheapest.
It's like 54 points or something.
Yeah, exactly right.
With a Stormbolter, it's ridiculous.
Looks like Walduck's on his phone. Don't be showing us anything.
He's got to find something to enjoy himself after this game.
He's been paddled.
Yeah, the very first time I think we had Walduck on the stream, he was on Tinder.
Yeah.
You just saw him. You saw him just swiping.
And he wasn't thinking about it either. It's just everything.
Yeah. He's just on autopilot. It's just his natural state.
Pretty much.
It's like breathing for him.
At this stage, it does look like a bad matchup for Hayden, but we all thought on paper at the start of the game he was going to win this one.
Yeah, well, on paper it was a fine matchup. Erik just played it absolutely perfectly.
Just nullified those Centurions completely.
Yeah.
Look, there aren't too many players you can say this about, but I honestly believe this. You say on paper it was a bad matchup. You don't need to look at Erik's list.
Yeah.
Legit, don't even look at the list. Look at the name at the top.
Diffie's favorite thing at the moment.
Mate,
which I can't besmirch him. Like,
what's he losing?
Huh?
What's he been losing?
Nothing. He hasn't lost a tournament game in. I believe, yeah.
Like 6 months or something.
Dude, 9 months now.
9 months. And you know, he was playing Nids, kept tweaking the list, kept being told it was rubbish, kept winning. And now he's broken out the Pallies, mono-faction Pallies. Like,
oh no, he's finally lost a unit.
Man,
unless he gated it over there.
Unless he gated it to the back line. Well, I'm assuming this is actually his. This is Hayden's turn. This should be the top of turn 6. So it would have been his combat. He quite heroically intervened in Raider.
Yeah, this is turn 6. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So heroically intervened with the Land Raider. I'm guessing that guy that's left there is his Thunderhammer, Storm Shield, Watch Captain.
That was on Erik's side, yeah, the little red model. Yeah.
Something else we meant to ask you, Luke. What's the deal with the grey models? Are they unpainted or just painted grey?
No, they're like a grey silver. They're airbrushed. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. They are very difficult to see.
Yeah, on this table, yeah.
The ones in the Death Watch, yeah.
Yeah, it was hard to pick a table because I wanted to find one that looked good but didn't have bad contrast. And the only army that looks bad contrast on this map is Erik's because it's grey and white.
Erik's is pretty okay, but no, in the Death Watch squads, there's some grey models there that we could not make.
Oh, in the Death Watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but it's fine. Like this table is fantastic.
Yeah, it looks very nice.
It's been through terrain now. I really like it.
Thanks, man. I'll have to check Hayden's list, make sure he's painted everything. I'll be pulling models. He's a lost cause today. He didn't bring his cards, didn't bring his tape, didn't bring anything.
We better watch out. Adam stitches, get them stitched.
Looks like he's gated his land rate into the back right hand corner. Yeah, bottom right hand corner, he's gated his land raider there because I don't think he could have died. There's nothing in combat with him touching. This is Erik's turn, so just gated it back there, picking up a line breaker. Might be scoping a character that's in that building. We've also got smites going into this character, he's watch captain with the Thunderhammer that picked up the Land Raider.
He's smiting him. Yeah.
He's about to get smited off. There's no way he survives 2 purifiers and the Dread Knight smite.
I think Erik's teasing him right now. Yeah.
Hey Luke, is this the same venue as the ATC?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Simon told me where it was. It's either at a school, which has a massive hall, and it's really good. It's like $150 for the weekend or a day.
Wow.
Sorry, $150 a day, right? But it's huge. It's bigger than this, and they offer the cafeteria as well for $150 a day.
That captain survived the smites guy in his hidden phase. He's taking a couple of saves, if he's rolled against one, and then he gets pulled. So as of right now, Hayden has a couple of large objectives. That is taking some forward.
Hold on, we got a TO question.
No worries, brother. This will be very interesting. Do we, people in the chat, let us know what you want us to do. Do you want us to stay on the Erik Lathouras? Or should we mix it up? We'll get Simon or Liam's Mega Knobs if we can. Because we know Liam's had a big win, so he'll be eligible to jump up to the top table. Would you guys like to see the Mega Knobs up next? I think we're gonna go with
if
the Mega
he wants to watch Liam lose and win, so he can win that.
Yeah, George would like to have Erik on for a chat afterwards. We'll see if he's up for that. He might just want to go break. But yeah, we'll chuck the Mega Knobs on for game. And we'll have something spicy to view. Spicy, because it should be a good game. Like it should be 2 guys on a near max win.
Also, a reminder for those watching at home: the brilliantly designed Down Under Network objectives, which you're seeing on the stream, 3-inch diameter radius objectives. You can get them through the Down Under Network Facebook page. They're $40 a set, or 30 something for Patreon or patrons of Down Under Network. So make sure you head over to patreon.com/downunder_network if you want to help support the channel.
Yeah, and if anybody if you'd like to pick any of those up, we'll send you through an invoice and we'll get some PayPal going. Easy as, we'll get it in the post with you ASAP.
Jeez, Stippy's pulling the corporate chain.
Yeah, he's just come to shill. He's like, come in, do my 30-minute shill, back to the wedding. Nah, needs to be done. All right.
The more people that support the channel, I mean, we're in the process. I mean, we're quite open about it. We've been quite lucky that we've got a number of patrons that have really shown us some love and support.
Yeah, dude.
In the last 3 to 4 months, I'm trying to think how long I've had Patreon going, and all that money is pretty much going straight back into the channel.
Yeah.
So we are upgrading all our gear.
How's the stream rig going?
Say again, sorry?
The stream PC, how's that coming along?
I will be my guy who's building us a PC is placing the order for the parts. We should have it all done and dusted and ready to rumble by our next live stream, which is mid-May, the ANZ Team Championships.
Nice.
I will be flying up to Brisbane and streaming that with a couple of co-hosts and getting a bunch of people on remote as usual. I won't be joined by the lovely Adam or the lovely Michael. But they'll both be playing for Team Victoria.
Losing, I think, is the word of what we'll be doing.
Shut up, kicking us and taking names.
Yeah, totally.
Well, hey, win your games real quick and then come join me on the stream.
Bam, great idea.
Are you taking the tower up on the plane, or are we getting that up there for you?
I think at this stage, you guys are driving up. We may as well. I've got a big tub. That way I can bring everything. I'll leave you guys to drive it on up.
So just letting you know, we just had a handshake on the camera, so I think that is...
I think I see one Halligraph there on the right side. That's it.
Either this will be the end of turn 6, so most likely either it's just auto lost or they just roll it over. We'll hopefully get an update on the final scores from Luke, and then we'll check out from this game.
It's totally 9-7.
It's totally 9-7 right now. Hayden won. Hayden won, guys, with one left. He pulled it out. They only haven't updated the scores for 4 turns. Lousy scumbags.
So what I believe happened with the turns is that Erik hit the submit scores button at like turn 1 or turn 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because he thought it was for that one turn.
Hayden then went to enter his scores and couldn't because
Erik had already started.
But the thing is, it's because he had specifically hit the submit button. He said, "Game over, we're done."
Yeah, so this is over. Potatoes.
Just had to hit the button that says unsubmit, and they could get going again. I did let them know that, but and Walduck laughed, and had to go at Erik, but I just don't know what ended up happening there.
Well, it's probably the only little one-up he got on Erik because banked.
Nice. It's very interesting seeing the back end of Down Under Pairings when I got to use it. There's a lot of options there.
Yeah, it's pretty deep.
It's good times once you start learning what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, we need to get.
We're in the process of giving the back end settings a bit of a revamp because one of the things we found.
So everything I've learned is useless.
All right, fellas. Sorry, I'll just jump in real quick. So scores are updated for the final. So it's it looks like Erik won by 9 points total.
So
9 points isn't awful.
No.
For an absolute shellacking. Which is
also, what 2 things did he kill?
One will be a Land Raider, and the other one is
probably
one of the purifiers. Yeah, unit of 5 purifiers.
Yeah.
Luke, what does that translate to on the score sheet? Is that a 14-6?
On the score sheet, it transfers to a 15-5.
15. Plus, that's not unrespectable for a guy who ended the game with more. So, I think I'd probably take that.
Yeah, if you match that at ATC and you get a 15-5, it's not that bad. It's pretty good, especially for that matchup. You know, like it's tough.
So, Luke, we've had a request from the stream that we get Liam on from. They want to see.
Liam? Okay, I was gonna get Erik on first. Who do you want first?
Sorry, no, we want on for the game. For
the next round? Yeah, of course. Yeah.
We want to see the Mega Knobs on. And by all means, chuck Erik on. Chuck the headset on him.
Okay.
Let's have a chat with him.
Lower the camera.
Him and Hayden are just debating. Hayden's trying to steal the win somehow.
Okay. He's just like, I think you were wrong.
Here we go. Can you see? I wonder if I can pan the camera. There we go. Look.
What am I looking at? I can't see.
I think we're just behind in the stream.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm not used to the delay.
He's telling Erik right now that he was actually the Deathwatch player, and that he himself, Hayden, brought Grey Knights, and it was just smoke and mirrors. A master stroke by a mastermind. We're just doing the final scores.
Okay. Yep, they're all sorted. Yep, so we've got... So scores are coming in. Yep, Liam's 20-0 with a win. Aaron Green, I'm sure you heard him from CanCon. He went 20-0. He's playing Orcs today as well. Who else is of interest? Ben Warrior from the ATC Queensland team went 20-0. Rory versus what was it? What are the ones with the Dark Talons? I forgot what they're called.
Dark Angels.
Dark Angels, yeah. Dark Angels and Knights. Rory went 20-0.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, he had the guy's list was 3 Dark Talons and a bunch of Helverins and a Castellan. And Rory was
Yeah,
playing
interesting.
he's playing
He's
the
got 180 plague bearers, yeah, or 150.
I think it's 120, is it, or is it one?
Oh, okay, yeah, 120. Because he just wins missions that in ETC.
Yeah, he's got 120. It's really good. I do like his list. It's got a bit of surprise in it with the Noise Marines.
Yeah, I do. I like them as well.
Because they're neg 2 to hit, and they're 5 up, feel no pain, and 2 up in cover, so it's pretty hard. All right,
man. So maybe we'll check out on this game, I think.
Yep, that sounds good.
Enough, I think this 15-point win to Eric's actually going to doing quite well. He's going to dodge a number of those top lists that just got 20s.
Well, so here's the thing, yeah. As a guy who played Mono Black Templar, now Erik getting 20s is going to be very unlikely, even when he's absolutely dominant.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't put the foot down hard, turns 1, turns 2, turns 3. He has to grind out towards the end of the game, and he's usually coming back from being at a deficit in points, which is like he was here. He only would have gotten ahead in points on turn 4, or maybe turn 3, and that's going to be what happens to him in all his games. And I can tell you that's what happens for any mono marine. Which exactly how the guns work.
But keeping in mind, this is ETC missions. I mean, kill points wise, he doesn't really give that many up. Which means at the end of the game, he's probably holding most of the objectives.
What are you looking for?
But really, then all you got to worry about is Maelstrom.
Exactly right. If his opponent pulls great Maelstrom cards on him, he can find he's got.
What are you doing?
What should be a 20 is complete. But anyway, I think we're going to call time on this one. We're gonna check out.
Yep.
Luke,
Yes.
How much lunch for? How long until next round? What time start?
Lunch is at 12 till 12:15. But we've got a somewhat slow bunch today, so it might be 12:15, 12:20. But I'll keep you guys updated.
So we're going to have about a 45-minute break between rounds now. We start.
Yep.
Sounds good. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for being on. That is game 1 of Briscon wrapped up. Big win to Erik Lathouras. We will be back in 45 minutes for game 2, which will see Meganob's verse and unknown opponent.
Excellent. Cheers, guys.
Beautiful.